Have you ever had your parents ever tell you a dialogue like this? When I was your age, we didn't have food to eat. Or have your parents told you, when I was your age, I didn't even have slippers. I had to go walking for 5 miles, 5 kilometers. Or, parents would say, when I was your age, I also did this, I did that. And when you're young, you listen to all this and you're like, what rubbish. Shut your mouth, man. When you're young, no? And your parents talk like this or elders talk like this, you get a headache. And you think like, what the fuck are you telling me all this, man? When you're my age, you didn't have shoes. Whose problem is that? Yeah, your bloody problem. What am I going to do? In fact, when your parents or elders tell you, you stand on your own 2 feet and then show. So sometimes, we like to act smart, no? See, I'm standing on my 2 feet. What, I'm standing on my hands? Life. That time you're young. You feel you're invincible. You feel nothing can touch you. Parents are old. And then one fine day, you yourself become old. It's funny, it's sometimes I tell my groups, when I was 16 and I would look at people older than me, I'd look at someone who was 30 and, oh, he's uncle. 40 was old. 50 was like, oh, grandpa. 50, 60. And 60 plus, dead. So 40 was uncle. Today I'm 44. I'm 44. Funny thing is, I don't feel like uncle, In fact, I share one funny incident with people. You got these. Once I was walking with my friends and I saw this group of girls, young girls, and we smiled at them and they also smiled back. So we're like, oh wow, those girls are looking at us. And when they came close by, they say, hello uncle. We all turned back like, who the fuck what? Who are you calling uncle? Suddenly, you tell these girls, hey, shut up, okay? Don't call me uncle, or all that shit. Like my friend used to say, life is a phase. Very powerful statement, Life is a phase. Each phase you go through, you realize something, Like today, when you tell any cryptocurrency enthusiast or youngster, listen, crypto is nonsense. The best comeback they'll have, okay boomer means you're old. We understand. What can you say? They have youth on their side, so obviously they feel you're outdated. Same thing in my group. You get all these youngsters, 18-year-old, 20-year-old. Even people who are younger than me, 30 years old. I tell them, talk to people with respect. Others fuck off. If I get any youngster calling me Loy, hey Loy, how old are you? He's younger than me, fuck off. You respect your elders. Some people will find it old-fashioned. Fine. Then go mix around with your people who think like you. They'll say, oh, in the West. Then go talk to people in the West. Let them give you importance. Don't come to me. We like to cherry pick the best of all cultures, Oh, in this culture they do that, oh, that culture. You're not the best, but you expect the best, right? Now, why do I bring this part about what my parents and elders told me is because today it's so funny, from being a guy who was reckless and lived with reckless abandonment and didn't give a fuck about tomorrow and spend money for today, be with girls for today, enjoy. Today I'm married with a woman who's obviously like 15, 16 years younger to me. And I have a small little baby. So in many ways, my wife is not only younger to me, it's very immature, and I don't blame her because she's never lived independently. She always lived with her parents. Then she lived with her first husband and her boyfriend, and she always lived under someone. And then when it broke off, she went back to her parents. So she never had to work and earn and pay the bills and be responsible for others. So today, she's married to me. It's like having a child in the house, you know. Like sometimes she'll, this might sound silly, like we buy food. I don't like to throw food. She'll buy food, oh, this is old, and she'll tell me and throw it out and buy new food. No, this is not to be wasted. She's like, no, but this and that. And I remind her of the days of poverty. And then sometimes to, even clean a small area, she'll take, these expensive tissues, she'll take so many of them, and sometimes the baby will take it and play. And then, I shout, like, this costs money, What are you fucking doing? It's not a toy. And then obviously when I get pissed off, I tell her, tomorrow when I die, which obviously I will, I'll die before you. You're going to go back to your parents. But your father's dead. Only your mother's old. Nobody's going to take care of your sorry ass, You're going to go back to the village. You're going to go back to farming. And you'll have to work in some factory for what she spends in a day. She'll be earning maybe per week, or maybe every 2 weeks she'll earn that amount. How much will she earn? 200, 300 US dollars a month for 8 to 10 hours of work in the sun. I told her, if today, I even tell her sometimes, if today I tell you fuck off, tell you I'm bored, I don't want you, get the fuck out. Or let's say I don't find it sustainable to stay here. I leave and I go to Philippines, get a new girlfriend, or I go back to India and I tell you, I don't want to take the responsibility to look after you and the baby. You manage. Ask her, what will you do? She doesn't have an answer. Because she has never worked for any company as a thing. She used to only work labor class jobs, like farming or physical. Like, cleaning or working in a construction area or in a factory, And they'll earn like $200, $300 a month. Then obviously they cannot stay with their family. They have to work in some other city. Child is taken care of by the grandparents. So I remind her, and that is what keeps her a little grounded. And she's a good girl. She's not that she's a bad person. But the point I'm trying to tell you is, it's like having a child I'm having a child. Today I'm become the parent. Sometimes I lecture too much. But then it's because today I'm shouldering the responsibility of the family. That is why every single day when I wake up, I think, okay, today, from where will I get a client? Today, how will I earn money? Today, how will I close another deal? Had I been in my previous days, I wouldn't give a fuck. Wouldn't care a damn. Money, no money, yeah, you can manage. Because you don't have responsibilities. Today I have to think about not only myself, think about my wife, I have to think about the baby, I have to think about the future, I have to think about, okay, suppose I don't get a client for a month. Suppose they are sick, Suppose you don't have money, suppose you need emergency, so many things, Okay, my computer spoils. Like that day, my this is GoPro was giving problems. I had to buy a bunch of new batteries and repair. That costs money. If my system is not working, that costs money. People don't think about all this. They think, oh, YouTuber, chal, made a video. It costs money. Even my wife, she sits at home, she'll watch the YouTube videos and she'll play with the baby and she'll get up when she wants. She gets up late, she sleeps late. And obviously I don't want to make it suffocating like a military house. But I know for a fact she doesn't know the realities of life. Why do you think some girls go into prostitution? Because they know if they work as a cleaner and this and that, $200, $300 per month. If they have sex with one guy, they might get $100 that day only, 1 month's salary, you manage to get 1/3 in one day just for a few hours of sex. It's not that people are dying, looking forward to have everyone's appendage in their body or in their mouth or whatever. That's why, with youngsters in my group, I don't take them seriously because they have not seen life. What have you seen about life? It's like a girl telling you about true love and marriage. Do you know even how it is to deliver a baby? It's like, just imagine shitting a watermelon out of your... As it is, you find constipation painful. Imagine shitting a watermelon, size of a watermelon out from your womb, from your body or your opening. You want to know the headache of taking care of a child? Keep 2-3 dogs in the house. They'll shit, they'll piss everywhere, they'll run around, they'll make noise. You'll get an understanding of it. So until you get the understanding, to talk about it is reading a book and preaching about real life experiences. I got this one Pakistani guy in my group. Oh Loy, bro. Bro, I've seen life. Okay, what have you seen life? I was a playboy just like you. Okay, every day I was sleeping around. Okay, I've slept with more than 1,000 girls. Okay, so what is your problem? Man, I'm in love with this girl from India. She's a Pakistani. Okay, and? No, but it's true love, bro. I just asked him, how much money you have in the bank? No, life is tough. I told him, don't get married. Just have fun and forget this. Because you're Pakistani, she's Indian. Bro, I can't live without her. I said, in other words, don't bullshit that you've been a playboy. Don't bullshit. Don't compare yourself to me. You're nothing like me. Because for survival, I'll kick anybody. Even if I cannot take care of myself, you think I'm going to keep my wife and kid? I can't take care of myself. Can't earn for myself. How will I take care of them? It's like your wife and kid is drowning in a pool and you yourself are drowning. You don't know how to swim. How will you save anyone? The problem is when you speak to these people who are WhatsApp warriors, keyboard experts, who enjoy a little bit of early success in life, who I invested in crypto, I made $200, $5,000, whatever. There's a whole life ahead of you, man. So many things are going to happen. And I speak from the vantage point of being an ignorant, arrogant piece of shit. I was. In fact, I must have been 10 times, 100 times worse than you. I thought I was invincible, bulletproof. Nothing will happen. Don't give a fuck. Life teaches you lessons, And given the fact that today I'm married and I have a wife who's like a kid, immature, and I have a kid who's a kid, and I have to undertake the responsibility, you grow up very fast. And then you start recollecting everything that your mother, your father, your grandparents, your elders, You remember the times you used to laugh at them and what shit they are talking. Just keep quiet and you're humbled because life humbles you, makes you learn. You think you're invincible. We all think. And then when you go through problems and tragedies and you can't control external factors, you question yourself. Like so many people before COVID, they thought their business nobody could touch. They thought tourism will continue. They will make tons of money. How many prostitutes are like, oh, fuck you, I'll get enough and more. My boyfriend is smarter. He's white. He's not like you, Indian or Pakistani, whatever. People who are running business, oh, bro, nothing will happen. I have foolproof plan, and they buy and they expand and all that. And then COVID happened. Yes, it's a once in a lifetime thing. Once in a, I don't know, generation or whatever. Now today they all have doubts. Same prostitutes who used to think, oh, my boyfriend best and this and that. Now they're ready to even have a, put anything anywhere, anyone. Just give me some money. People who have business who thought they're invincible, shut down the business, sold off everything at a loss. And now, quiet, don't show off on social media. You think you're invincible, then you get a stroke or you get an accident or a heart problem, or and automatically you realize, shit, I'm human. Life is a phase, my friend. Life is a phase. No matter how much you listen to podcasts, MP3s, watch videos, and until you experience it, you'll not know. You can assume that you know. The real experience is something else. Today when I wake up in the morning and just wondering what the fuck am I going to do? Okay, next client, where is it? Where's the money? Where's the revenue? What is the strategy? And when you sleep also, you think, no matter how much money you make, you still be, oh fuck, okay, finish this client, closed it, made some money. What's next? Because every day is a new day, you know. You change as a person, man. This is something you can't explain to the immature, the young, the inexperienced. It's just something that you have to go through. And only when you go through it, you'll realize what it is. Until then, so if you're young, if you have not suffered to the point where you want to absolutely end your life, you have to suffer to that point, where existing doesn't make sense, where you cannot sleep. It's like you have games. I have so many games, computer, this, that. I can play. I don't even want to play. I can enjoy. I have money to blow. I don't. Until you reach that state, you have not seen anything of life. I've come to a point where sometimes I tell my wife, if I die, it's actually a gift for me. I'll be so happy if I die. Wouldn't have to worry. That's life, you know. That's the reality of life. Because no matter what you earn, how much you earn, what you do, one day, finished. All of it is pointless, meaningless, worthless. It's like chasing the wind, you know, run behind the wind. You can feel it and sense it. Never catch it. Anyway, man, just wanted to share these thoughts with you. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Me signing off.